What up, DBs? Coach Felipe back this week, and we are going to be talking about AJ Terrell and why he is an elite level corner. I'm just going to be going through a couple clips just from different phases of the game as a cornerback, as a DB, right? Man coverage, zone coverage, all that type of stuff. And then break down this technique. Now, the most common thing with all these clips that I want you to focus on is how technical AJ Terrell is. That is really what separates him from a lot of the other corners and what's going to separate him down the line as he continues to get older and more developed and have a longer career in the NFL. Technique is going to help you a lot more than raw talent is, especially down the line. So learn his technique. If you're trying to find somebody that is a technician, AJ Terrell is one to study. So with this first rep, soft press right here. First off, I just want you to pre-snap. What can we notice about his stance? He's in a great athletic stance, low pad level, weight looks like it's over the toes. He's ready to go. I can move in whatever direction from this explosive stance. First thing he does, textbook. I got to get my feet active once the receiver moves. I can't come from dead feet. AJ Terrell does what we would call a pierce step, a read step, inches back, giving us that soft press look. Doesn't bite on this inside jab, therefore he's patient, right? Patient in his technique. He doesn't change his pad level on the motor. Nothing changes. Once DK commits to the outside, boom, hand on shoulder, and I'm continuing to squeeze the route. Why? Because I want to force him to the sideline. This is a textbook soft press look from AJ Terrell. Next play here. Another soft press look. They run a slant here. This guy releases him outside, right? So instead of motoring straight back, AJ Terrell does a great job. Kick stepping, great pad level. Feet get active. You see that right foot move. Kick stepping at an angle. Why do I want to kick step? Because I want to keep my hips square. In this position, a lot of times you'll see DBs cross that right leg over to their left and they get exposed to the inside. AJ Terrell does a great job kick stepping, working through his technique, staying patient in his technique, keeping his hips square to the receiver the whole time, getting a good clean break, and getting the PBU here. Technician, man. Gotta love this guy. Hard press. I'm in his face, all up in his grill, and I am looking to work laterally instead of gaining ground. And he punches to start slowing down and disrupt the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. Textbook, right? Pad level, low. My hands, I'm striking with a straight elbow, kick sliding with my left, pushing off my left, getting my kick slide to work laterally and force a wider release. And then from there, I'm squeezing. Always squeeze because I want to force him to the sideline and minimize that throwing lane. Textbook hard press man by AJ right there. Goal line, catch man. All about leverage, especially in the goal line. You have to protect your leverage. He is inside leverage here, down here at the bottom of your screen. Inside leverage, not looking to give ground. Catch man technique, right? Working laterally. Guess what he does? Right foot moves, preps his feet for movement. He can redirect any way here, right? Boom, shooting my hands from leverage, right? He's inside leverage, so he shoots at the inside shoulder, chest area of the receiver he is guarding. Collides. Oh, I went too far back, my bad. Collides. Stays on his hip pocket. Boom, snipes the football, gets the PBU, rips at the ball as well. Off man. Good taking read steps, patient through his pedal, good downhill break. The best thing about this is it is a double move, but he plays a great double move here by keeping his eyes to this receiver, right? Sometimes you'll see DBs be tempted. They peek early, then they don't see this redirection from this receiver. It's a completion, possibly a touchdown in this situation. AJ stays disciplined with his eyes on the break, is able to see the redirection. Again, snipes at the football instead of swatting down at it. Textbook rep. Now, working a crossover run. I really like this rep by him in the crossover run. This could be relative to zone or off man, any position really when you're in phase with the receiver. But in this situation, he's off. Front shoulder is down. That's the key thing in this crossover run technique. My front shoulder has to be down because we're moving. Full momentum is going that way. When a receiver breaks down in front of us, we have to be able to quickly break out of the crossover run. And I do that by already having my downhill shoulder down, right? It's a quick 1, 2, and he's driving back downhill. Great technique. Same thing here. And on this one, he even expands out in his crossover run, maintains good pad level, front shoulder is down, and it's actually a harder break, being a reverse 45 pivot break, gets the PBU. Technician. Cover 3 here, zone coverage. He understands he has a flat defender, so he does not have to worry or take any type of hesitation move towards this hitch route when it happens. Kamara stops. He continues to gain depth. You see his momentum never slows down. Sorry, I went too far back again. He's getting depth, and he's making this play on basically the hash. That's the safety's play to make at that point. And again, high points to football. He wants it. He's a competitor as well. That's what makes his game and elevates his game so much. DBs, you have to have that mindset of competing. Right here, cover 2 in the goal line. Trickier situation. You see he's outside leverage. He funnels this guy inside to force him to the safety. Textbook rep right there in coverage by Terrell, forcing the receiver to a safety. And then understanding that we can let them throw this ball all day. I just don't want the touchdowns. Understanding that, he stays in that little hole shot, prevents this throw from happening in the corner. Instead, they take the quick arrow route, and he comes downhill to make the play. And if you wondered if A.J. Terrell is a tackler, he is not afraid to get in the mix, right? And great job here showing technique in the run game. Boom, dips under the block, reduces the surface area, right? Instead of giving his whole body, he turns his shoulder in, forces either a block in the back or him to slip off of him, which he does here. He slips and then is running full speed downhill. But after looking at all those clips, you notice and you visibly see how technical A.J. Terrell is. Everything's about technique for him, and that's why he has able to make such a big jump from his rookie campaign to his, I believe, 3rd year now in the league. And he's going to continue to elevate. I promise you, technique goes farther than raw talent alone, especially once you guys start getting older. You guys that end up in the NFL or some type of league, at some point you're going to start aging. Talent's not going to be the one saving you, right? Technique has to be that. How do I improve my technique? I'm constantly practicing. I'm constantly working my movements, guarding receivers, studying the game, right? Outside of just practicing, I got to be able to study. And A.J. Terrell will be a perfect cornerback DB to study for you guys. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for next week's video. Like, comment, subscribe to all our social medias, and comment what you want to see next. If you want to see a certain type of coverage, explanation, video, some other highlights from other players, comment, let us know. I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all stay blessed.